Hello, dear students. Today in our lecture, first I am discussing in the previous lecture what we did. That in structure of nature atom we are studying about the duality concept. Okay, in the duality concept we studied about the electromagnetic waves properties first thing. Then we discuss some phenomena particularly, like first one is photoelectric effect. Okay, now we studied that yes, this photoelectric effect has proved that you have to consider light as a particle nature. Now, which one more phenomena? I have listed three particularly. I am explaining you one by one. Let's take about the second one is Stark and Zeeman effect. Stark and Zeeman effect. What do you mean by Stark and Zeeman effect? Let's see. First of all, Stark effect. Splitting of spectral lines. Splitting of spectral lines under the effect of electric field. Mean to say you are passing the light radiations and you applied an electric field over there and they get splitted. So it means radiation is made up of some particles, because radiation splitting is only can be explainable if we will assume that they are made up of particles. So a particle can break up, and that's why we will prove that yes, this is made up of a particle somewhat. Okay. So this also effect proves that light is of a particle nature. Zeeman is also the same thing, that in that case, Zeeman case, we will say spectrum of splitting of spectrum lines under the effect of or under the influence of magnetic field. In case of the Zeeman effect, it will become magnetic field which is the responsible, okay, for the splitting. But splitting can be explained for the light only by assuming that yes, this is of the particle nature. Okay. Now, so these phenomena also proving the same thing, that yes, light is of particle nature, like the same way photoelectric effect did. Now the third one, that is quite important, that is known as black body radiation phenomena. Black body radiation phenomena. First of all, I would like to tell you that black body radiation phenomena have nothing to do with the black body. Black body is actually a hypothetical concept. Hypothetical concept mean to say assuming a body which can emit all kind of ranges, frequencies, assuming a body which can emit all kind of range, frequencies, radiation, and as well absorb. Okay, that body is termed as black body. That body is termed as black body. But in nature, there is no object is existing. But let's discuss then what is the black body radiation. You will see that when we heat iron when heated, it will become first red, then it will become blue, then finally whitish color appear. Okay. So when you are heating, and if you talk about the frequencies emitting, then you will see that if you plot a graph between the intensity and frequencies, the graph will go first increase, then it will start decreasing. Mean to say that when we are first red color is appeared, mean to say the frequency is higher as compared to the bluish. Mean to say we are increasing the temperature, but the color or frequency which are emitting, it is getting decreased. But wave concept is explained on the concept is that if your intensity is increasing by hitting, that is with what we are doing, we are increasing the intensity. But if you are increasing the intensity, the color or radiation emitting frequency should also increase. But here what we are saying in case of the iron, the frequency radiations when we are increasing the intensity is actually decreasing. So mean to say this concept is not according to wave theory. So that's why I am telling you that these all three phenomena, particularly black body radiation phenomena, Stark and Zeeman effect, photoelectric effect, these all phenomena are proving that yes, light is of particle nature, and that particle what we have assumed is photons, that light is made up of photons. But there are still some phenomena, natural phenomena like interference. Okay, interference is the like something superimposition, like there is two waves we are taking. Suppose these are two waves. Okay, if we are putting them on each other, that is called superimposition of waves. So you know that if we fall this is crust over crust and trough over trough, then the resultant will be a more higher wave. But if crust fall on a trough and a trough fall on the crust, the resulting wave is quite weak, you will get. But in case of matter addition, in case of matter, mean to say, if we assume that this light is of particle nature, then particles combine to form larger things, not the smaller. So here is the output we are getting, weakness, which can be only proved just by assuming light as a wave. If you assume the light as a wave, then only this is constructive, mean to say resultant is greater. This is destructive. But destructive is only possible only cases that when you will assume light as a wave. Same is the diffraction. Diffraction is also another phenomenon here, in which you will see that light radiation when fall on the corners, like this is the corner of particularly, it will bend towards. Okay, you will observe this diffraction phenomena around the gate, particularly your door room. Okay, your room's door, you will see when entering the sunlight, you will see the bending around the corner of the light. That is known as diffraction particle. Okay, but if we assume that light is of particle nature, then particle will collide with particle. That will give you what? Collision, but not the bending. So bending is only possible if you consider light as a, again, wave. So this interference, diffraction, these all are proving that light has a wave. That's why we clearly not understood the concept that yes, natural phenomena are existing. That's why we are saying that light is dual character. Light is having dual character. So this is the one of the concept which we are studying at that time, but on basis of this model given by the Rutherford, they not explaining these all things at all. Okay. Now what the next thing we need to discuss is about the spectrum lines. Spectrum, okay. Spectrum lines are actual made on the photographic plates. How? You will see that some particular element, suppose these are some particular element. When you fall some radiation over it, its electrons get excited, it will absorb some radiation. Then it will also emit some radiations. And these radiation have some particular frequency. Mean to say element is capable, every element capable to absorb or emit some particular frequencies. That we also prove in case of the black body radiation, that yes, that is a hypothetical, mean to say there is no body existing which can absorb all frequency and emit all frequencies. But we know that every elements, however different elements absorbing different kind of frequency. But if you talk about a single particular element, suppose for example hydrogen we are taking. So hydrogen atom, matter, can absorb some particular frequencies and emit also particular frequencies. Then why it can only able to absorb some particular frequency? He is saying that that can be only explained if you assume that energy of electrons is quantized. Energy of electrons is quantized. Only on that basis spectrum can be explained. Okay, let's talk about a little bit more about the spectrums. Well, this is a strange word, quantized. I am explaining first that to you before going for the spectrum. The quantization is what? Existence of integral multiple of some particular value. Mean to say some particular value exists, then only its integral possible can be exist. That thing is termed as quantization. Like if you talk about the electron, one electron having charge minus 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb. What about two electrons? They have just twice. So this is the smallest charge. Now whatever the next charge will come, that will become twice, thrice, okay, tetra. So mean to say existing in the integral form. So that is the term mean to say quantized. So energy of electrons is quantized if you assume only on that basis you can explain the spectrums of some particular elements that yes, few elements can absorb some particular kind of frequencies only. Now let's discuss spectrum in a little more detail. That spectrum first thing is divided into two parts here. One is known as continuous, another one is line spectrum. Continuous is that like you observe Vibgyor. You see that in Vibgyor form, all colors are continuous. Mean to say there is no separate lining in between them. So that's kind of spectrum is termed as continuous spectrum. But if there are some separation between two different, okay, which can you clearly see different. In case of rainbow form, you will see that colors are merging into each other. There is no separate boundary that yes, up to here there is violet color, up to here there is orange color. No, they are continuously merging into each other. That's why we are calling that as a continuous spectrum. But you can some cases signify yes, this frequency is up to here, this color is up to here. In that case, that will be termed as line spectrum. This line spectrum is also further divided. One is absorption spectrum and another one is emission spectrum. Okay, so this live spectrum is in little bit more details we need to study, but for till today we will study up to only continuous spectrum. Okay, so now today is your homework is about first thing read up to the topic date. Second thing, note making you will keep coming with the same. Third thing, you will sort out 10 short type cues and answer in your rough notebook. Okay, thank you.